It's week 4 of the NFL, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Bills and the Jets coming up next.
The kicker, Tyler Bass, has us ready to start, and off we go from MetLife Stadium. This is fielded inside the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So the Jets offense ready to take over for the first time. They're led by their quarterback out of Ohio State, first-round pick Justin Fields.
When we had a chance to sit down with him this week, Mike, it almost came across to both of us that he wasn't entirely over last week's close loss. And he made the point. He said, listen, playing quarterback in the NFL, you're going to be judged by how well do you play and what is your record in one-score games. Last week, they found themselves on the wrong end of it. If they get themselves into a back-and-forth matchup today, they've got to make enough plays down the stretch to come away with the win.
Making the read, this is Fields. Inside the 35. And he's out of bounds, but they're going to spot this inside the 25.
Holding offense.
Now a second down throw for Fields. He'll get it into the hands of Garrett Wilson.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup. The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown, you're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up fourth down.
On now comes the punt team for the Jets. This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Buffalo offense set to go to work for the first time. They'll be led by the big fella, 6'5" quarterback Josh Allen.
And this is where you really need your quarterback, Mike, to step up and not just lead your offense, but to really establish himself as the leader of this entire team. You're looking to pick up your first win. You're trying to build a little momentum to kickstart what's been a slow start to the season. Remember, another loss here today, 0-4, would all but eliminate their playoff chances. Only one team in NFL history, the 1992 San Diego Chargers, has ever made the playoffs after an 0-4 start.
On second down, Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect. I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Allen going to give it to Cook. And a good job defensively to rally to the ball. They hold them to a short game. With that, why don't we give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. He'll push forward for about a yard. That's Jermaine Johnson there on the stop. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. From the gun, Josh Allen. He's got his man. That's Kincaid. Second time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
When you're running a crossing route versus man coverage, you understand that there's going to be nobody waiting for you on the far side of the field. So if you can create separation on your man defender and separate away, there's a lot of green grass, and that's where the quarterback went with the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Cook. Not much to speak of on that one, maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. On play action, Allen. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. This will be from 56 yards away. And that is no good. He missed it. Now whistles and a timeout. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Throwing is Fields. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. They put Wilson in motion. Here comes Hall on this toss to the right. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. Putting the tight end in motion. Fields now on 2nd down. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out.
Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Here's Austin McNamara now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Bills offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. Josh Allen on the bootleg. He's got the connection there. It's Joshua Palmer. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. Pass complete, right side to Kincaid. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms. Just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
And he'll get this forward only to about the 32-yard line. So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. 0-0 is the score. More from MetLife Stadium after this. Allen will throw, and that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. From the gun, it's Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
Well, chalk that up as a win for the defense. Great job keeping a lid on this offensive passing attack. Force the ball to get checked down to the running back, rally, tackle him short of the sticks. And now it brings up a pretty interesting fourth down call. And, Coach, I think you got to go for it. Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. And before the snap, we have a whistle. And this could very well be a false start. On the handoff, this is Cook. He'll manage only a couple. Jamin Davis there to make the play. Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. To throw is Allen. He'll try and get there on the ground.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. The offense is a little slow to start percolating. 3-0 the score as they begin this drive with a 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle. They'll go again with Hall. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
There he goes again. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Another run here with Hall. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Now, Fields. It is brought in by Josh Reynolds. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. On second down, a run with Hall. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Good drive to this point. Now can you convert on 3rd and 3? Tight end going in motion here. From the shotgun, it's Fields. Open man, right side. He's got it. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 3.
Barring some type of disaster with that big pass pickup, it puts them in position now where they feel like they can at least walk away with points off this drive. I just feel like it has to be 6. I feel like anything less than that will be a letdown.
Here's Fields. This one caught just past the pylon. Reese Hall. Touchdown, Jets. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year.
So when you find yourself this tight to the goal line, Mike, the offense becomes a lot more restricted in as far as how deep you can throw the ball. The field is wider than it is long, and I think the idea here is let's spread them out. Let's put all of our eligibles out there and let the quarterback get a really good picture. Where are the holes in the coverage? Where are the one-on-one matchups that I like? And let's put this ball in the quarterback's hand. Let him make a good decision, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Bills offense getting set to get back to work. The trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Allen. He'll find his running back, Cook. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. 2nd down and 8. They go play action now. Here's Allen. He'll air one out for Palmer. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Fields to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down. To throw is Fields. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Hall.
That's a heck of a stop by this defense early in this game, Mike, and it sets up a decision for the offense. You might be a little too far away to attempt a realistic field goal, but you might be a little too close to get anything out of the punt unit. I think I'm keeping the offense on. I'm trying to extend this drive, and I'm being aggressive here early.
Anders Carlson here now to try the field goal. This is going to be from 53 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And the lead holds steady at 4.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. so it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Here's Allen to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Sauce Gardner, as good as they come. There to knock that one away. On second down, here's Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. To throw again, it's Allen. He's got his man, that's Kincaid. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. Allen going to throw again. He's got his tight end, Kincaid. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. One more time going up top with Allen. He connects with Palmer on that one. He's taken down just shy of the 10. They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. And he's in. Joshua Palmer. Touchdown, Bills. Tyler Bass now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Bills are on top. It's now 10-7. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And that'll be a pickup of 3. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills on top. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. This will be taken in at the 2. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Bills offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. Here's 3rd and 2. Allen. All alone is the tight end, Kincaid. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
Third down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback. And even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll run right here with Cook. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. This one complete to Palmer. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. Here's a handoff to Cook. And he'll get about 4 out of that one, and that should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down. Out of the gun, that is intercepted. Picked off by Quincy Williams. And the Jets are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
Breece Hall making his way back out there as the Jets are on offense again. And really, he has not produced a whole lot of highlights as we thought about coming in that he could be a featured back in this one. Instead, no running lanes, no room to operate, stuck at the line of scrimmage, and generally taking this offense out of its flow. Fields now to throw on 1st down. Now a loose football. The Bills have got it. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. After that fumble recovery, a big opportunity here. 1st and goal. They'll go play action here with Allen. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Josh Allen. Touchdown, Buffalo. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball 1st and goal. And, Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On the run, here's Hall. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Still 2nd down.
Second down, it's Fields. That's caught over the middle, it's Wilson. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. Right back to Wilson. He's got it again. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Defense.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Here we go, side. Right.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Matt Milano there to stop him. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Anders Carlson here now to try the field goal. This one from just under 50 yards. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Jets are back within a score. It's now 17-10. Back out is Carlson following the made field goal. And he sends this kickoff away. Here comes a return from the 3. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Bills offense ready to get back at it. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Sauce Gardner.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions, and they've been rewarded with 3 picks for their effort.
The Jets offense ready to see what they can do. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
On the handoff, here comes Hall. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Well, there's not a whole lot of fancy going on here, Mike. This is just kind of old school, line up and run smash mouth football. It's exactly what they did, but it still ends up in a big gain, and he picks up the 1st down.
Off the play action, here's Fields. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. That's Greg Rousseau in there for the sack.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
It is 3rd and 10. Fields. They'll set up the screen to Hall. Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
And as a defensive coordinator, this just drives you nuts. You have a team in 3rd and long. You think you're going to go rush the passer. And what do? They change it up. They slip the offensive lineman out in front of the back and drop it off. And He picks up a big gain and converts the first down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On the give, it's Hall. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here, his ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Fields. He'll try to run for it.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
Anders Carlson here now to try the field goal. This one from 54 yards out. Carlson's kick is good. And the Jets are able to cut it to 4, 17-13. Back out is Carlson following the made field goal. And he sends this kickoff away. This will be returned from the 6. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Allen will throw. Quickly to the outside and complete.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
From the gun, it's Allen. He'll find his running back, Cook. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. Set to go now on 1st and 10. In motion, Shakir. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. It's a gain of 10 yards. 1st down, Buffalo.
4th quarter, you find yourself protecting a 1-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple-possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
This is a guy that we're used to seeing make a lot of his plays in the back end, Mike, kind of patrolling that center field safety position. But this time, he recognized that play up at the line of scrimmage, and he blows it up for a loss.
That's on the veteran, Deion Dawkins. Now, Allen. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Now Allen facing 3rd and long. Well, this one is in reverse again. They're going to lose more yardage here, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's almost like the defense knew the back was getting the ball there, because from the moment the ball was snapped, There was a defender all over him. He's able to bring him down for a loss.
The Bills bringing on their punting unit as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth-quarter lead. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Jets offense and Breece Hall getting set for this next drive. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Here's Hall from the pistol. And how about that back bulldozing his way forward? A gain of 9 yards. 2nd and a yard. To throw is Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Throwing is Fields. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They send the tight end in motion. On 1st and 10, Fields. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
A give. Here's Hall. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. That one intercepted. Picked off by Taron Johnson. And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 20-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The visitors' offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Allen going to give it to Cook. He'll gain 3 out of this, up to the 23. 2nd and 7. Now Allen. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. To throw is Allen. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Throwing again, it's Allen. He gets this complete to Shakir. 13 yards on the catch there. Good for a Bills 1st down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
They'll run straight ahead with Cook. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Once again, it's Cook. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down. They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. So now it's Tyler Bass on in a big spot. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown. And he has missed this one. No good. And this lead will stay right where it is.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
The Jets offense and quarterback Justin Fields make their way back out. And he has had all sorts of trouble in this one. Your quarterback has to take care of the ball, and he has not. Turning it over in the air, turning it over as a fumbler. You just cannot win football games in this league when the quarterback's giving the defense the ball, and that's what he's done in this one. Here is 1st and 10. Fields now. Down the field, he's got his receiver, Lazard. And he will go all the way. Allen Lazard. Touchdown, New York. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
An important extra point up and good, so the lead is 3 here in the late stages of the game. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. This taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. Looking middle, he's got it complete to Coleman. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. This one, downfield for Kincaid. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Here's 1st down. A run with Cook. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Off he goes. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
The extra point by Bass is good. And the Bills have taken a 4-point advantage. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This returnable from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Jets offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. This is 1st and 10. Now Fields. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Fields now to throw on 1st down. Oh, and a crusher there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down. Fields now on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Fields. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. Defense has to play smart, avoid a penalty on 4th and long. And that is incomplete. They had their chance and took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So a road win here for the Bills. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.